a heartbreaking 2-0 defeat at Dodworth, Terry. We didn't create much, but it must be a bitter pill to swallow since it was 2 penalties.
Yeah, I don't think there were a lot in game. I don't think there were a lot inside, if I'm being honest. Obviously, we've played them now 3 times in first month, 1 in charity game and then League Cup. And that's, I'm not saying closest we've been to them, but I think that's we'd got a stronger squad out than we have had. So I've no complaints about squad. And I think first half, I thought we were shaded first half. Not a lot of chances. We had a couple of half chances. I don't think Slav had out to do first half. Second half, they came out. They were strong. They got a lot of set plays, corners and free kicks in and around, which gave them a bit of an impetus and to push on. First penalty, I thought were a stick-on penalty. I ain't got an argument with first penalty. Although there was a bit of a debate saying that he played ball first, but I had no arguments. I thought it was a clear cut. Second one, lads who were stood at that side at pitch said it were outside box. A couple of lads said he didn't even touch him. He's made contact with ball and it's his momentum what took him through. So we lose that one, and not only do we lose penalty, we lose Liam, who gets sin binned for questioning referee's decision when ref said initial impact were outside box. So shouldn't it have been a free kick then, and he ended up getting sin binned for that. So we go 2-0 down and we're down to 10 men, and they had a couple of good chances then. The post from a wide free kick, I think it was Jack Wilson had a good chance, middle of goal, what he probably should have scored, but I think actually they gave an offside from that one. So probably the last 25 minutes we didn't really create much in way of chances, but overall I think it's his best performance we've put up, and I think I've said it all along, I think that Dodworth are going to be benchmark. I think that they're going to be a team that everybody, if anybody wants to win league, that if they finish above Dodworth, then they've a great chance of winning it. And for long periods at game today, I don't think there was much in between 2 sides.
Looking at the 2 games, I wouldn't use the word controversial, Jubilee and Dodworth, but how do you felt about some of the refereeing?
Inconsistency is the key. I ain't got an issue with refs if they're good, bad or indifferent, but if they're consistent, and today I thought there were some decisions which were poor. I mean, and not just for us. I think Ryder got booked in last minute. I don't know why he got booked. I've no idea why he got booked. I don't know why Ry Clement got booked for us. He certainly didn't get foul away, and then he gets booked. I don't know why. We spoke about before game, it's a hot day, we'll have drink breaks looking at players' well-being. One of our players has got smacked from 5 yards in middle at, whether it was conkers or middle at stomach, he's gone down sort of gasping for breath. The ref went play on. It were in middle at pitch, there were no advantage to anybody. He could have just pulled play up. So there were a couple of decisions which were a little bit. You probably have to look at video and see if there were. But I thought there were a couple.
But Jubilee, you look at that challenge on Sega outside the box.
I watched that after, and at time it were a nailed-on free kick, and every time you watch it, it just gets more and more a free kick. It's what we've got to put up with, I suppose. Is it right? No. But like I say, if they're inconsistent, if they're consistently poor, then both sides can say, well, he didn't do anybody any favours. You just sometimes, the 2 penalties, one second one, and at 1-0 you never know. I know last year we scored late on, we were 1-0 down, and we scored late on to equalise. At 1-0 out could happen. Hartley gets a free kick, does a little bit of magic, you get a point. 2-0, game's dead, especially when we went down to 10 men.
So looking ahead to the first home game next Saturday, you've had good availability this weekend, so how are things looking for the first home game?
Well, we've definitely got one missing, and that's me. I'm away next weekend, so that might be a positive for a few people. Obviously, Don, Paul will take side. I know Joe Campbell goes away. Fields has been missing today and he's away next week. But hopefully Bailey's back from injury, so he'll be okay. No, Ryan come off with a bit of a knock. I just spoke to him now at club, and he's hopefully going to be all right. Ryan Clement, yeah, he got a bit of a knock on his heel, but I think we should be all right.
And it's an opportunity.
Well, reserves have just lost 3-2 against Seskew, who are a lot of clubs thinking they're going to be favourites for the title. And reserves have come back disappointed at losing 3-2, and had a couple of really positive reports about a couple of them lads. So if we are low on numbers, there's always reserves, which is what they're about, getting a couple of them in.
And it's an opportunity to get the season underway.
Yeah, I'll be gutted that I'm not here. I'm in Blackpool, and I hope that somebody's keeping me updated with scores. What better way to start to get season up and running with a win up at Maine? So hopefully that's going to be the case, and then they can all blame me for being here. That's why being away, and that's why we didn't get results, because I want top bench.